Content presented in Cheshire Corners is for educational and informational purposes only. Please consult a legal professional if you have any questions or concerns about the content of this disclaimer, this series, or the legal implications surrounding psychedelic substances in your jurisdiction.
It's, small actions. It's not the big hero doing something giant. It's all the people together, working together on a shared goal, building something, efforting towards the same shared vision.
Okay.
Gonna do a podcast.
Oh, we'll do a podcast. Okay.
Yes.
Well, will you ask me questions?
Jeannette is my friend from prior to conference.
That's
we
right.
just never met at the podcast because we were waiting for a reason to meet in person, right?
That's right.
That's it.
Sometimes things are meant to be a certain way, and this is it. This is the moment. It's meant to be.
Meant to be moment. So Jeannette, you have to hold like this, so
like
they
this.
can hear you. Yep.
Okay. I feel extra fancy now.
Yes.
I'll report as soon as anything develops. April O'Neil, Happy Hour News. Back to you, Jeff.
So you have to tell us what you think about this whole movement and how it goes in Oregon and how it's going for you and how you're helping your clients. Tell me all about it.
Number one, I'm very excited about all of the movements in the psychedelic realm. The fact that we're having these conversations more in the open, that it's coming out of the shadows of, either mythologizing and saying that this is some kind of crazy mystical experience that is devoid of anything that relates to real life. That's a win. So I appreciate that we have a legal framework. I was the first licensed facilitator in the United States. So I'm really right
She's
there.
the first licensed facilitator in the United States.
And that brings us to Jeanette Small. She is one of the 3 people who just got their facilitator license from OHA this week, the first legal psilocybin facilitators in all of America. She's a native of the Eastern European country of Moldova. Her family fled to Germany after the collapse of the Soviet Union, and at the age of 17, she came to the U.S. all on her own. She now lives in the Bend area. She has degrees in psychology from UC Santa Barbara with an emphasis in somatic work.
So somatic psychology presumes that René Descartes made a mistake in assuming a duality between the essence of a person and our embodiment. The philosophical ideation in somatic psychology is around the fact that we are in fact embodied and the human existence is not possible outside of an embodied existence. So we take the body very seriously. We absolutely work with the senses. We work with breath and presence, and relationship is absolutely taking into account the physical experience of our existence.
So I'm definitely, on the forefront, and also, the experimental specimen. So we get to kind of discover what works, what doesn't work, how to roll this out. And there certainly are a lot of things that could have been done better. And I really, really, really hope that as other states are making the move towards legalization, they do come and talk to us.
Yes.
I think that we have very valuable insights that we are very much willing to share. So it would be nice to, have this camaraderie of folks who are working towards the same goals of legalizing something that can lead to so much healing.
She's worked with marginalized populations in Southern California, helping people who are dealing with opioid addictions and folks addicted to other hard drugs. And she thinks psilocybin can be a valuable tool for people who are suffering.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We're
Right.
asking you guys.
So, okay, number one, for legalization efforts, what I think might be a little controversial, but we do have some data and some experience on the fact that this is healing.
We don't have a ton of medications. We don't have a ton of modalities that have been shown effective and reliable and safe. And I feel like this is an opportunity for us as people to find new approaches to improving our lives, helping each other, people who are struggling, people who are maybe not struggling so much but still feel disconnected from the world, from themselves, from spirituality, from health, from whatever it is. I think that psilocybin has this unique opportunity that it gives us to find wholeness.
When we're designing legal frameworks, we need to look at program sustainability and economic viability. These things are not living in a vacuum. So when people are advocating for access, we're usually talking from one perspective. We're talking about, well, the clients need to be able to access it for as cheap as possible, for as much as possible. But then we don't combine that with, what about workers' rights? What about the providers who are working many hours providing, quality services and sharing their lived experience, their life with them? So it's about bringing all of those different viewpoints together and really considering the impact of every decision into all of the different ways in which it bleeds into society. So I would say we need to do a bit of a better job of not isolating particular talking points that sound good as a fragment, as a snippet on social media, but really have fuller conversations and listen to the different stakeholders, look at the overlap, and design systems that are in fact sustainable and meet the needs of the providers and the consumers of this healing medicine.
I come from clinical work in social services with folks who oftentimes are unable to afford food and shelter. I absolutely want to make that available to everybody. At the same time, we do have to navigate within the existing systems. And because it remains a Schedule I substance, we're not able to write off any of our operating expenses on federal taxes, which means that rent is just my expense that I have to absorb. Legal fees, advertising, insurance. Insurance is going to be a substantial piece that we're not, I think, technically required to have. But personally, I would say it is a vital expense that we need to really take seriously. It is quite a lot of overhead, and that is going to be driving up prices in order to make that business successful, just sustainable.
Sounds like we have a lot of work to do.
So much, but luckily we have each other
and
other people. Like, this is a fantastic space of folks coming together, trying to effort at creating this version of access and possibility.
So do you think together we'll change the world?
Absolutely, we're doing it already.
Already changing the world.
Look around, we're doing it.
One conference at a time.
That's right, one conference at a time.
Integration at a time, healing the world.
That's how it works.
And just out of those considerations alone, the fact that this medication is safe enough to try, I think it is worth giving us a chance to explore that substance.
It's, small actions. It's not the big hero doing something giant. It's all the people together, working together on a shared goal, building something, efforting towards the same shared vision.
How are we able to support this if not through the substances that can assist? How are we able to support, the heartache that folks are experiencing if we're not giving them a chance to try? So I hope that we're able to demonstrate the efficacy of the treatment soon, and that the counties that opted out are able to hear it, are willing to hear it, and look at it with an open heart to really consider it not from a political or moral standpoint, but as a medication. Just like when we go to a pharmacy and we take medication that helps us, I would like them to give us a chance to demonstrate that there's potential for that.
Please go to my website. It's lucidcradle.com. If you send me a message, it will get directly to me. Don't have any AI or employees, so please reach out to me. I would be so happy to hear from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.